Heyo everybody and welcome back to some more DRG. Today we're playing a slightly different NG build. Why are we playing with Return to Sender? Well, I wanted to. That's really the point, is I wanted to. And we're playing with Pump Action because I want to see what Pump Action does. Because today, you've already seen it via the title, but we are playing Lithophage Outbreak back in Season 3. So, Season 3 came out in 2022, November 3rd, off the top of my head, because I looked it up, because this is the second time I'm doing this video. The last time is getting scrapped, because bullshit happened in it, and by bullshit, I mean I was interrupted multiple times during it, and it was a great time. So, we are doing it again. And also, the mission wasn't very interesting and didn't show off the lithophage like I wanted it to. It was an egg hunt, and egg hunts can't have special swarms. So, we are playing Lithophage Outbreak on a mining mission. And for those of you who don't know, lithophage, while you have the modifier up and haven't cleansed the spikes, there is a 50% chance that the swarm that is announced gets replaced by a lithophage swarm. Swarms can usually be replaced on mining, refinery, and what is it? The other one, the crystal one, the resonance crystals. They can all have special swarms, and it's a chance. I think there's a little bit more into it than just a 6.5% chance. I think there's a little bit more into it because it probably like 6.5% of the chance rolls at the start of the mission to enter into the swarm pool. And then it just chooses the swarms randomly. And lithophage, when you enter it, is always rolled and the start. That's how I believe it works, because, you know, there is option. It's just wild to me that you would get a Mactera swarm twice in a row if it's a 6.5% chance. All right, that's why I'm thinking it's different. So, Lithophage Outbreak back in 2022, November 3rd. Lithophage was dropped, and everybody, and I say everybody, I mean probably the loud minority of the population of DRG proceed to hate on Lithophage because it wasn't very fun. They didn't like the bugs, they were very tanky, and they incentivized playstyles. And yeah, that's like they have some, you know, good points. I don't care. I want more variety in the game, and Lithophage is a good variety, and I wish I saw more Lithophage bugs. And MCR changes some of Lithophage, so we're going to be seeing some new things from MCR. It is not vanilla. I have to point that one out. And yeah, people didn't really like Lithophage. And I agree, it nerfs Driller a lot. It nerfs some of Scout a lot, specifically M1, unless you are good at the game, which I am not. And it nerfs some of Engineer. And I think also Plaguefall is when the third secondaries came out. I don't remember. I think it was Rival Incursion is the primaries, the third primaries, and then Rival Escalation is the secondaries, the third secondaries, and then Plaguefall is grenades? Because I very specifically remember the driller or gunner holding up the coil gun and shooting at Nemesis from the promotional art. I thought it was grenades, but I think that's true. Anyway, who knows when these things came out? I've been playing this game for too long, so everything blurs together in my mind, because I've been playing this game for, 3,500 hours or whatever, and everything blends together. It's kind of like working a full-time job, after a while of, like, you've been there for 3 years, and you try to remember back of what happens, and it's literally you cannot remember. Your brain is just turned off for it. Anyway, we're gonna get down in the mission, and I wanted to see how pump action worked with the blisters. I assume you just shoot a bug and it dies. So, when did I start playing this game? I started playing it sometime in August or September of 2018? I have to check that. I believe it was 2018. And then it took me, like, I played with friends for a little bit. That's whenever Glacial Strata and Magma Core first came out. And I played with friends. It was awful. Alright, we played in Glacial Strata. It was terrible. All I remember is that it was awful, alright? I remember I couldn't see anything. There was a blizzard. I constantly was getting frozen. It was, because Glacial Strata, whenever it first came out, had a mechanic called Deep Snow. It is not the Deep Snow that we know of today. Okay, this is already... Oh yeah, that's right, I have returned to center. Hiya! And then come back. Look at that shit go. I forgot I had return to sender, dude. It's, return to sender is not something that I would recommend. Yeah, grab me, I dare you. Get out of here. There is more of them. Return to sender is not something I would recommend for normal people to play with, because return to sender, I almost got hit. Get fucked. I'm moving faster than you can ever know in your life. Because it just... I don't say it's that good, alright? You have to baby the line a little bit. I'm gonna toss another, because I think I need another. Get away from me. Yeah, get away from me. And you get away from me, and... that one get away from me, and that one get away from me. Just kill all of them. Every single one of them needs to die, alright? There is too many creatures near me that I don't know about. What is going on? Oh my god. I'm being hit by a bunch of fucking acid. Get out of here. Jesus. Alright. Are we okay? I think we absolutely... Bosco, kill that thing, please, so I don't have to. Well, that's not good. Why is there more Macteras, dude? Okay, are we happy? Are we fine? Everything going well? Nothing bad happening? Ever? Oh my god, get away from me. Hell. This is hell. He's dead. Why do you have a bomb on you? Okay, don't fall. Don't get hit by the fucking... Yeah, you. He's dead. Okay, he's dead. I'm about to die. It's fine. Nothing bad can ever happen while we are alive. Bosco, why haven't you killed that thing yet? Why is there a wave? Just toss a grenade. Just toss a grenade on you, and then jump down here. Nothing bad can happen. There's a fucking... Oh, my god. Shoot another one. Okay. Shoot a third. Okay. Don't get hit by the goo bomber. Alright, can I proceed to start talking about whatever the fuck I want? Yeah, I see you. Alright, I see you. Yeah, you are known to me. Alright, build your turret so you don't have to worry about it. Are we fine? Hey. Okay. That was a little bit more than I was wanting. Alright, just not gonna lie, that was a little bit more intense than what I like to play. And by what I like to play, I mean it was really fun. I enjoyed that. And it really showed the weakness of Return to Sender, because Return to Sender is a overclock where you need time to shoot it and bring it back. And the benefit that you get out of it is nothing. Is pretty much exactly nothing. You don't get any benefit from it because it halves your ammo, alright? That is the reason why Return to Sender is bad. So, we are here. What was I talking about again? I think I was talking about when I joined, and Glacial Strata being absolutely awful. And yeah, it was, because the deep snow that we know of There we go. That's what I was wanting. Some more rock pox missions. Now, I am trying to... Okay, listen, game. I understand that there is fucking things called stalkers in this game. Oh! That's why. The fucking Brood Nexus down there. I need to deal with it. I need to deal with that Brood Nexus. Get him. Alright, I don't care about anything else. You need to deal with that Brood Nexus right now. That is why I keep hearing the stalkers, is because the Brood Nexus is spawning stalkers. Because MCR spawns... The Brood Nexuses are unique. They spawn their each individual bugs. And this one just so happens to be spawning stalkers. They can spawn stingtails, they can spawn a bunch of different things. Most notably Praetorians. I don't think they can spawn oppressors. I don't think they can spawn oppressors. I don't know if they can spawn oppressors, alright? So, the most notable ones that I've seen are... What is it called? The Septic Spreaders is one that they can definitely spawn. They can spawn stingtails, and they can spawn stalkers, which are all new bugs. I've seen them spawn acid spitters. I've seen them spawn web spitters, which are all kind of awful. So I don't have breach cutter at the moment, which is not poggers, because breach cutter is the reason why I'm playing. So this modifier, Lithophage, buffs a certain way of playing. It buffs being away from bugs, because this thing isn't dead. Being away from bugs, because if you are too close to a bug and you pop its blisters, you get Lithophage buildup. What a wonderful time. Who thought that was a smart idea, huh? I think whoever thought it was a smart idea was entirely brain dead, because I am currently this far away. I'm not getting it, but if I'm this far, I get hit by a bunch of fucking, whatever those things are, so, you know, it's my fault, alright? Lithophage just nerfs the flamethrower, the cryo cannon, the sludge pump as well, which it's so funny that they released... It's so funny that they released some options that are entirely... Okay, Bolt Shark, not very good on Lithophage, alright? Shard Diffractor. I don't think it's very good on Lithophage. I don't know if it's very good on Lithophage. But it's hilarious to me that some of the secondaries, because Coletta Wave Cooker and Coil are terrible for... Wait, no, they didn't release those during Lithophage. They released the grenades, which the only grenade that is really good for Lithophage is the Shred Storm and maybe the Lead Burster. The others are absolutely terrible for it. Anyway, back to what I was fucking talking about. The Deep Snow is not the same as the Deep Snow that we know, because used to, you would be able to actually be in it. And, you know, you wouldn't be able to see fucking anything while you were in it, because it's up to your fucking eyeballs, dude. It was horrible. Why does it exist? I wish I could go back to that section of the game and play it to be like, ah yes, this is why my group stopped playing this game. Also, that's the spike. We have to deal with that, and then we stop getting lithophage swarms, which I'm not going to do, because the point of this video is to play with lithophage, so that's going to be staying around until the very end of the mission. So I get to have lithophage swarms, which I wish lithophage swarms were a little bit more common. I just wish the special swarms, besides the swarmer swarms, were a little bit more common in my DRG game. Just a tiny bit more common. I understand that nobody likes bulks, or excuse me, dreadnoughts, alright? And I don't wish that upon my worst enemy, is to get a dread spawn during a mining mission, because... So, dreads require certain builds, alright? Just like... People complain that industrial sabotage requires specific builds, and I say that... Dread elimination missions are the exact same fucking way. They require a certain build because you need like heavy single target damage in order to do it, and you also need a very slight amount of AoE. Now, the what is it? The sabotage missions do require a lot more AoE because you have a little bit of time to get to Caretaker, but I will also say that Caretaker is easier than Dread, or excuse me, not easier than Dreads, is more forgiving in the single target damage than Dreads are. Alright, that's what I will be saying on that point. So you may be asking, why am I taking triple line split on Breach Cutter? And the very simple option, or answer, is Lithophage. The more boils I can hit on the Lithophage enemies, the better, which triple line split is better at doing than Plasma Trail, but Plasma Trail is just better, alright? I'm not saying it is... okay. So, if you want to worry about... There is another Barrage Infector, which... No, the reason why I'm getting stuck like freaking Halo is because MCR changes the Barrage Infectors to make the... Okay, so let me just let it shoot at me, alright? Come here. So, in MCR, these are mines now. If I walk too close, they will explode. I can shoot them, however, to get them to disappear. But that also means they can stick to enemies and they can stick to me, which is a good change. I like that. It just means I don't like fighting Barrage Infectors at all. That is all that it means. But, like, it's a good change for the Barrage Infector, because it just is a different spitballer at the moment. So, I stopped playing... I played with my friends in Glacial Strata, then I stopped playing for a while. I took a 6-month... There we go. I took a 6-month-ish break from DRG, and then I started playing it seriously, because I didn't finish the Greenbeard assignment chain during then, and my first playing was right around my first serious playing where I sat down and played a lot of DRG was right when the new grenades came out. I quote-unquote new is the incendiaries, clusters, pheromones, cryos, and those sorts. Okay, I am just in the ground. I want to kill that Praetorian, though. Okay, I didn't hit the Praetorian at all, and now I need to kill this guy. There he goes. Fucking gone, dude. So I should have taken, what is it? Explosive Goodbye. Because explosive... Okay, so there is a modification on Breach Cutter that is called Explosive Goodbye. When your line ends, it will now explode and deal 40 AoE fire damage or explosive damage, and then leave a persistent plasma effect in the area, which is it's exactly like persistent plasma. So it's completely okay. It's a slow. It's not very good. Okay, it is not very good for Breach Cutter when you could just have, you know, Plasma Trail across the entire way. That's the exact same as persistent plasma, essentially. It's a weird time. I am out of ammo almost entirely. That's, you know, a way of thinking about the game. So I was going to say that the turrets aren't very good for Lithophage, but obviously they fucking are. I'm just gonna melee these bugs. I don't care. Okay, maybe I do care. Maybe I do very much care. Can we get a Frost Grenade on all of them? Thank you. Get rid of these. Alright. We are having a good one, dude. So far, so... Can we get another Frost Grenade? Okay, I'm gonna take a resupply. In fact, I'm actually not gonna take a resupply, because all the Swarmers are not going to attack me? Oh, they're Lithophage Swarmers. Oh, what a wonderful time. Could you get out of here? And I don't know when other people join. I know that there was a massive uptick in players during... I've been here, apparently? During all of the seasons. Like, all... The seasons started at 2001? I don't know when the seasons actually started. Who knows? All that I know is that it's been quite a few years since then, and it's been a It is... So, the seasons let me know what content got added into the game. It doesn't let me know when the weapons got added into the game, because I know, like, okay, Rivals came in during Rival Incursion. Alright, very simple. That's when they did. Then the Plaguefall, you know, that's when Lithophage came in. When did the primaries and secondaries come out? Because I think the primaries came out during Rival Incursion, and then the secondaries came out during... I believe the secondaries came out during Escalation, and then the grenades came out during Plaguefall, and then was no major, like, player upgrades in the other twos, but I have no real idea. But the content drops in the updates, because they were... So the updates were smaller, but I feel like they had I can remember what was added in because there was not as much added in. So the biggest content drop that I think that the game had back when we were doing updates was new weapons, overclocks, because those were in the updates. I think those were updates. 25 was endgame, and that was the overclocks, part 1 and part 2. And then before that was 24, and I think that's when autocannon came out in the 4th? I don't remember. All I know is that the biggest content drop that I consider the biggest was Update 33, New Frontiers, and then Update 32, Roughnecks at Work. Those were the two biggest updates to the game that I feel, because Roughnecks at Work added Escort Duty and Refinery, which Refinery is my favorite mission. Just have to say that right now. And then the other one, which was New Frontiers, added new Dreadnoughts. Yeah, that's right. We used to only fight the classic Dreadnought. It was a great time, alright? So, it added new Dreadnoughts as the Hive Guard and Lacerator and Arbalist, which definitely did exist. I'm just going to absolutely blast this wave. I'm actually out of ammo. Okay, well, that's nice. Yeah, okay, Return to Sender may not be the best weapon for this, but hey, it's fucking trying. New Frontiers also added Hollow Bow that we're in. Hey, this is a normal swarm. Hollow Bow that we're currently in right now. And it added Azure Wield, which is certainly a biome that exists. Which biome is my favorite? Oh, that just has to be Hollow Bow and Magma Core. Why is it Hollow Bow and Magma Core? Well, they're the ones that feel the most alive because they move around a lot. Yes, Azure Wield feels alive too. I understand. Alright, the whatever the hell it is. Oh, that's not good. That is probably very not good. How many shots do I have left? I have fucking 5 shots left of Breach Cutter. Dude, this sucks. This just sucks, alright? So, I understand that Hollow Bow, like, feels alive and all that. I just hate it, alright? Hollow Bow is so fucking clustered with a bunch of bullshit that I can't accurately see correctly most of the time, and it's also just super fucking dark. Like, it's unreasonably dark, alright? And I haven't seen it in a very long time, but used to before they fixed it. Before they fixed the spawn rates of the structures in Azure Wield, the Error Henge, the one that gave 50% damage resistance, I will say that is the worst structure in the game to ever have existed. I don't know who fucking decided that structure should exist, but they should be fired from Ghost Ship Games. That's how much I feel over it, alright? It is terrible. So, what it does, it's an Error Henge, it gives, like, 50% damage resistance to things that are inside of the AoE. And it's a massive fucking AoE. You can't destroy it. And it's just there. Congratulations, you have to deal with that. Bugs can walk through it, and most likely they fucking will, because it's a massive AoE. You just have to play in a different room, or just suffer the consequences of 50% damage resistance across the board, which makes your weapons so ineffective. It's horrible. And then the air hinge, or excuse me, the magic hole is the other structure, which is not as bad about it, but is still kind of bad. Is it gives an anti-grav while you're in there, and it gives a 50% or 30% movement speed bonus to things that leave the AoE, and I think while inside the AoE, which is less noticeable because it's just a speed upgrade for the bugs, but is still kind of horrible. But I haven't seen the air hinge in a long time, like genuinely a long time. So the magic hull, the bug that I'm talking about, is the magic hull was bugged to only spawn in escort duty for the longest time, which is wild, to say the least. And then it got fixed, and now I don't really have a problem with the structures anymore, because I think they bugged it out again, and now the air hinge never spawns, because I haven't heard people talking about, hey, what's this? So, you know, that's why Azure Wield is one of my most hated biomes, is because the air hinge exists. And I guess I don't have any problems with it now that it doesn't exist anymore. So, and then Magma Core, the other reason why Magma Core is my favorite, is it also feels alive, and it hates you, alright? There's hot rocks, the vents, the hot vents, or whatever the hell they're called. They are constantly active, they change positions. The vents also feel like they're targeting you and want you dead as well. Then there is also the earthquakes that happen occasionally, which I know people hate, but my favorite part about them is that they open up cracks in the floor and just fuck over the terrain. It's great. And a point against Magma Core, the roof is ribbed for nobody's pleasure, because I'm not even sure the bugs like it. It's horrible. Why was it? And my least favorite biome is Radioactive Exclusion Zone, because it's gray, the Praetorians are ass, it nerfs Fat Boy, and there is a bunch of particles in the air, because fuck you. It's okay, it's not that bad of an area, alright? Mostly I'm playing it up to just play it up, alright? I will play most any area that the game has to offer, alright? Nothing's that bad, though, you know, Dense Biozone and Radioactive Exclusion Zone are kind of terrible, alright? So, back on my trip from Texas, alright? It's been a while since I've talked about it. It's been a while since it's happened. But we stopped at a Dairy Queen because, you know, as soon as we cross the border from Oklahoma to Texas, we start seeing Dairy Queens all the time. We stopped at a Dairy Queen. I had a chicken fried steak, was it? It wasn't very good. It was fine. It was fresh off the grill and burned the shit out of my mouth. And the onion rings were fine as well, I suppose. But while we were eating, in the background, there is some fucking teenagers messing around on a table. Luckily, they're not destroying property or anything that teenagers do nowadays. For fun, I don't know. I'm becoming an old man where I just think most teenagers destroy property for fun. But, so they're doing whatever. They have their phones out recording or whatever the hell. I don't know. I don't care. Alright? And one of them goes, "Mustard!" What the fuck is that? Okay, so, unlike most boomers, I understand where the fuck that's from. Oh, Lord. Is that a change? Is that an actual change that MCR does, that they reveal themselves before they hit? Or is that just like, they make the attack because I'm close enough, but I'm somehow am farther away than what they can attack. It's wild that it's happened so often. Also, I just heard it uncloak. I don't know where it is, but there it is. It disappeared from my vision. That's horrifying. Did I already throw a grenade? I don't think so. So there's a grenade. There's a bunch of fucking swarmers. So I need to... There's another fucking stalker. How many stalkers are going to be in this mission, dude? I am tired of keeping an eye out for stalkers. Even though that they're super easy to find. There he is. He's dead. Okay, never mind. There's also a bulk detonator on this mission? Yeah, there he is. What the fuck is going on here? Okay, I need to... That's not good. That's just simply not good. Come here, come here. Ah! Fucking, I wanted a bulk. I wanted Steve. I love how his body just started flying, dude. That's funny. Holy hell. So, oh my god, that man got the sickest shot off. Oh my god. He actually got the sickest shot off. And that fucking Praetorian's about to bite the shit out of me. That's hilarious. Alright, so we're running. We don't have a lot. Okay, so where are we going with our 9 HP? I don't know. We can grab that Steve. Yeah. We grab the Steve, we run. The Steve will provide some cover for us. There should be some red sugar down here. Yeah, I see it. Alright, we're gaming, we're gaming. So, yeah, these teenagers just proceeded to yell, "Mustard!" for some fucking reason. Hilarious. 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 Don't kill me. I hate swarmers. Fucking, I hate them so much. Why is there so many, dude? Alright. That's my biggest problem with swarmers, is why is there so many? Oh, wait, I already have a Steve. I don't need another. So, Mustard came from Kendrick Lamar, I believe, which people will say, oh yeah, Kendrick Lamar is goated, dude. I gotta be honest with you, Chief. I don't know who the fuck Kendrick Lamar is. I genuinely have no idea who he is. He's probably some rapper or some hip-hop artist, and that's about as much as I know from him, alright? I don't listen to that type of music. The last hip-hop song I listened to was Baby Got Back by Sir Mix-a-Lot. That's the last hip-hop thing that I listened to, alright? So, I am old, apparently. And funny thing, I'm not doing that. Not yet. So, the thing about Sir Mix-a-Lot's Baby Got Back is... he got some women dancers, alright? He got some women dancers who jiggled their booties around, and the fun fact about that is, the song is Baby's Got Back, and I like butts, and I cannot lie. And he wanted women who happened to be on the thicker side, but the network said, no, you're working with what you got, alright? You're getting these women, if you don't like it, don't fucking do the song, idiot. And so, I can't believe the network actually made him lie, because these women are obviously not of his taste, alright? Which, you know, objectification of women, fucking surprise from that, from way back when, alright? I was about to say who cares, but people do care, and, you know, it kind of is an issue that is a part of our society, and who cares about it, alright? I'm done talking about it. That's really what I feel. I'm done talking about it. So, he wanted women on the thicker side to, like, dance around and whatever, and the network said no, and they made him lie, dude. He does not consider these women thick and have big butts. They literally made him lie, and part of the song is, I like big butts and I cannot lie. Then why do you have a bunch of women like this dancing around? oh, I like that song. That song is a good one. Did you hear Becky's got a... Okay, we're done. So the reason why I like that song a lot is because Beat Saber exists, and somebody put Baby's Got Back into Beat Saber, and it's just such a fun song because the whip sounds are just like whip, and you just swing your fucking arms like it. Oh, I want to play that song again. It's great. It's been a long time since I played Beat Saber, and I wasn't the best at it because I'm terrible at video games, but you know, it was some amount of exercise that I got outside of Walmart. What exercise am I doing now? Oh, you'd be surprised. It's about a question of almost 0. I walk occasionally. That's pretty much about it. I'm gonna toss one of these because I think there's a wave coming in. I was wrong. Shredders don't go after rock pox. Are we serious? Okay. Wild, but okay. Oh, there is a wave coming in. Oh my god, there is a wave coming in. Okay, well, emergency, we're getting the fuck out of here. Get me out. Alright, we're done. Hey, we have another swarm. I've been hoping that we've been getting, like, more and more rockpox swarms, but it is, I will say, it is a 50% chance. And that's not always going to happen. I want to get up here, because I think this is where all the rest of the Morkite is. Well, that's a big-ass room, and yes, there is more Morkite. I'm gonna go grab a resupply as well, because I do absolutely need a resupply. Oh, fucking great. Why does there have to be... Okay, just grab it. Just grab it, just grab it. Don't ignore what's happening. Alright. Where is the stalker? Can we just say that... I hate stalkers. I absolutely hate stalkers. I was looking out for him, and he just... He avoided my eyeballs, dude. Okay, I'm gonna toss another one of these. Grab me. Grab me. Take me away. Take me away from this hellhole that we call life. Hopefully he just gets absolutely blasted. He did get absolutely blasted. Oh my god, the fucking... Bosco, can you knock that down for me? Hi, Mactera. I'm so glad you could do that, and I'm so glad I could get stuck in this hole. Alright, well, this is going well. What am I blaming? Well, I'm going to blame... I think it's required that I say I'm blaming, this weapon that I'm using at the moment. It's kind of required, alright? Definitely not going to blame my skill or anything like that. It's all... The acid spitter hit me? Oh my god. He didn't get the... Oh, okay, well, we're just gonna run down into the hellhole down here, because that is the easiest place to go. Fucking lord. And there's also 1 red sugar. Alright, we're gonna place a... We have enough for a resupply down here, so I'm gonna place it since I continuously run down here. You know what? I blame Defender System. That's what I blame. Nothing but blame goes everywhere besides here, where it belongs, alright? I should have done this a long time ago, just made a platform bridge across this hole. Oh, okay, well now I can't make a platform bridge across this hole because there is 100% red sugar in there that I'm going to want, and it's bad. It's bad. Bad habits. So for whatever reason, whenever I sneeze, I happen to sneeze 5 or 6 times in a row, dude. It is awful. I hate it. But other people, when they sneeze, they don't sneeze 5 or 6 times. They sneeze like once. And then this is a mutation of the highest degree. The highest degree. So when some people come from the inside that happens to be a nice, you know, semi-lit room, and then they come outside into the bright-ass sunlight, the light causes them to sneeze, and that is 100% a genetic mutation, alright? And I am one of those people, alright? I sneeze whenever I come outside of Walmart into the bright-ass daylight, and I sneeze whenever I come outside from my room or whatever. Not room, you know, house. I start to sneeze, alright? And I don't sneeze 7 times from that. I sneeze maybe, you know, once, not twice, alright? Some people just don't do that, which is fine, you know, you have superior genes, whatever, whatever, whatever. And then there's other people who sneeze, you know, 7 times when they actually sneeze. I don't know what causes it, okay? I sneeze 7 times. I want to die, dude. It is not a fun experience. I just don't like Return to Sender. Return to Sender, there's no reason why you would ever want to send your thing back other than you have Explosive Goodbye, okay? It's just horrible. See, most people will see me going down and be like, I'm a bad video game player. I see it as, this is the perfect amount of challenge, because I go down, there's some challenge in it because, you know, I'm dying. I'm not just 100% passing the mission. But it's also, it's the correct amount of challenge, because I still get to shoot the shit and not really focus on the game. And I don't have to focus up that much unless I am on, you know, 1 revive, alright? Which, not every mission that I play gets to 1 revive. It's just, you know, it's most of them. Dude, I want out of the ceiling. I heard bugs coming. Oh my god, they're here. Fucking, I heard bugs coming, and I just immediately said, I don't want to be here. So, some good news on my part, yes, there is a swarm happening, I cut off that, is I finally have a fucking oven. Holy hell. When was the last time I had a functioning oven? Well, funny enough, it was 5 weeks ago that I had a functioning oven. Yeah, that's right. Thank you, I'm so glad that I could stop for half a second and get blasted. Why is the swarmer here? Fucking god. I should toss this. Yeah, I'm just gonna toss that. So, I couldn't sleep today. I was staying up because I stayed in bed for, I don't know, an hour, maybe 2, and just couldn't get to sleep, dude. It was awful. Also, you know what I have? I have repellent, so you know what I can do? I could do this. And now this is infinitely safer to reload my sentries. Okay, well, maybe it's not. Maybe there's going to immediately be something so I can't reload my sentries, and that is the stalker that is coming after me that I need to pay attention for. Yeah, grab me. I dare you. Thank you. Okay. I don't know where that stalker is. I'm just going to assume he's dead, which is a bad decision to make, but hey, man. Whatever have you. I don't know where he went. I'm assuming he's just going to hit me, and I'm just going to be sad about it, alright? Yeah, you know what? Actually playing around Repellent is a good decision. Because Repellent's such an OP thing that you can take. It's not necessary for most missions, but it does make the missions super nice. I should grab that guy. Where is this fucking stalker, dude? Okay, thank you, Molly. I'm so glad that you can push me back into the stalker, because there's the stalker. I found him. He's dead. He's not dead. He's pushed away, dude. We need 4 more Morkite. Oh my god. Oh, well, that's nice. So, we're basically done with this mission. And I still... Okay, so I finally, because of the last mission, I talked about a bunch of stuff. The first thing that I did whenever I got an oven was make pizza, by the way. I bought some Walmart pizza and just made it, and it was absolutely and unequivocally delicious, alright? I have missed that taste in my life. So, I finally got around to making a list of things that I can talk about in DRG, because the last mission, I talked about a lot. I talked about pretty much some of the same things that I talked about in this mission, so you're not missing any of the content of what I do. But I have missed some things, like I talked about the cats on the last one, and I also talked about the classes starting out. And, you know, the classes starting out is a fascinating thing, because Engineer, the class that I'm currently playing, is flat out the worst one starting out. Level 1, worst one. There is no comparison, it is just flat out him. Alright? The best class starting out is most likely Gunner, just because of his killing power, alright? It could be Scout, because of the grapple hook, but I don't believe it is, alright, because he doesn't have as much killing power. Now, he does start with, in my opinion, the best grenade that he could ever start with, which is the IFGs. And people might say, hey, this grenade's better, or this grenade's better. Scout is in a wonderful position where it's preference-based, and that's how most things should be, it is preference. So, it's just... And then Engineer has PGL and Warthog's terrible without modifications and without overclocks. And PGL is horrible. Horrible. It's just horrible. So, yeah, that's my opinions about it. And then Driller is just going to exceed at wave clear and struggle at Praetorians and all of those. Alright, so we're done with that. I said it was going to be the last thing that we did, but we have 4 Morkite left. And I don't know how long it's going to take me to find that 4 Morkite. I think I'm going to kill the... I don't know where those bugs are. I think I'm going to start killing the... Yeah, the loot bugs. Come here. Yeah, the loot bugs. Because they might have the Morkite on them. I might have left some on the ground, and the loot bugs ate it. Kill him. Oh, I did get a wave. I'm going to run down here for some more... Or for the resupply down here. And I'm also going to just be looking around for more Morkite. I think that's actually a... Is that all that I need right there? Did I not get that entire... Oh, no, I definitely did. Oh, and the wave happens to be on top of the resupply that I want to be going for. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You're not going to die. You're not even going to take damage. I mean, you did, but not HP damage, so it doesn't matter. Alright, now where? Now where the hell are we going? Look up there? Have we been up there? We definitely have, but we could go even further beyond. We could go up there. I don't know what's up there, and I don't want to... Grab the grunt. Grab the grunt. I don't know if the armor on the guard actually matters. It feels like it might matter. Alright, people who say that the AoE options on Breach Cutter are terrible. Just look at that. Absolutely stunned and deadified, dude. Let's go. Alright, toss that. I like how I'm not playing with my turrets. Engineer wants his turrets, because, you know, as soon as I say I'm not playing with my turrets, I immediately regret my decisions, because there's fucking swarmers, dude. Oh, hey, look, I found the last Morkite strain, and I was going for this one to eat the bones out of it, and, you know, I just forgot that there was an entire section up here, and I was going to head up here during the swarm. It's just that I got blocked by a bunch of bugs. So, hey, look, we're finally done! There's a whole fucking other cave over here, isn't there? Yeah, there's a whole nother fucking cave over here. Wonderful. I'm so glad. Where was this? Was this just under me the entire time? I guess so. Yeah, it definitely was. There's some... I'm actually gonna go for that. That is some Bismore, a bit more Bismore over here. Let's go. Okay, I'm getting the hell out of here before a swarm or a wave spawns. I should probably get a resupply before I do so, but you can't stop me. Alright, so I just missed an entire another room because Hollow Bow is confusing and nobody likes it. In fact, I do. I do quite a lot. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this mission. I definitely did. I wonder what your thoughts are on Lithophage. Are we going to do Rivals next? I feel like Rivals is more prevalent than Lithophage, because of the sabotage mission. If there was a new mission type, I know MCR has the new mission type, it's titled Decontamination, and I believe if the... Okay, we're going up here. If Ghost Ship Games made a new mission type and titled it Decontamination, people would have more opinions and you would just see Lithophage a lot more. But at the moment, with Season 5 and all that, you don't see it all too often. I'm just gonna go up here, because I don't want to go that other way. That other way is icky. Hopefully I can get up here fairly quickly. Yeah, absolutely. I failed that pickaxe, but it doesn't matter. I'm already in. Alright, well, that's the mission. Dude, I forgot Lithophage was a 50% modifier on your hazard. That is insane. That was easy. The modifier was easy, you know. Anyway, you all have a wonderful night.